So welcome back to Chatterjee Academy. Dear students, so today's session is on slope. The word slope is very important both for ICSE class 9 and both for ICSE class 10 and also for CBSE 9 and 10 students, right? So this has been observed that before exam you have a lot of confusion with the word slope. So you must know what is slope and what is going to be the benefit. If you know the slope very well, this is going to give you benefit both in mathematics and also in physics, right? So ICSE class 10, there is a special chapter like straight line. That straight line is based on the slope, concept of slope. Also this slope is going to help you to get the velocity and accelerations in the graphical presentation, right? So okay, let's come to the point. So what is slope? Slope is, so this is the y-axis and this is the horizontal axis is the x-axis. In coordinate geometry, the horizontal axis is the x-axis and this is the y-axis, right? So any line which is having inclination with the x-axis, let the line is having angle theta with the x-axis, then the slope will be tan theta, right? And this theta means in the anti-clockwise directions. So this direction is the anti-clockwise directions. Any line making an angle theta, right? Any line making an angle theta with the positive directions of x-axis. So this direction we are saying as an positive directions, and these directions we are saying as an negative direction of theta, right? So theta will be positive in these directions, and this is called the anti-clockwise directions. Fine, the anti-clockwise directions, right? So now let's say one more line. If you have a line like this, then what will be the the slope of this line? It will be like you have to move the theta like from the x-axis starting from the first coordinate. So this is the first coordinate, right? So the first coordinate. This is the second quadrant in the coordinate system. Starting from first quadrant, if you are moving till this line, so this whole angle will be, let's say, theta 2. So the slope will be tan theta 2. So tan theta 2 will be the slope of this line. So any line, what is the angle of that line with the x-axis, and theta will be in the positive directions. Okay, so there is a lot of confusion. Students are doing like, for this line what will be the theta? So actual theta is this, right? But sometimes if you, by mistake, if you are doing this is the slope, no, you have to take the anti-clockwise directions to get the exact slope of any line, right? So this is the mathematical part, how to get a slope. Okay, now what are the possible things benefit. Let me give you an example. This year ICSE 2026, there are questions on mathematics. Okay, I am going to explain you about that. The question was that a line is having parallel to x-axis. A line is parallel to x-axis. A line is parallel to x-axis and y-intercept is 6. So the line will be like this. Let's say line is like this, which is parallel to x-axis. Parallel to x-axis means this. Now what is the meaning of parallel? This line, if you draw the perpendicular, all the perpendicular will have the same distance. So if y is 6, that means it will be 6. So if you draw perpendicular from here, it will touch this point. So all these distances are fixed, and this distance all are saying the 6. Because y-intercept they have mentioned 6. Y-intercept means what? A straight line touching y-axis. When a straight line is touching y-axis, that means the x value will be 0, y value is 6, and the line is parallel to x-axis. So you have 4 options. The answer will be y is equal to 6. That is the equation of this line. Now what is the general equation of a straight line? Y is equal to mx plus c. Y is equal to mx plus c is the general equation of a straight line. Now any line parallel to x-axis, the theta will be 0 degree, right? Theta will be 0 degree. For this line, because this line have no inclination with the x-axis. So any line having inclination with the x-axis, those should be look like this, like this, right? So this parallel line have no inclination with x-axis. So theta will be 0 degree, slope will be 0, so m will be 0. So equation of this line will be y is equal to constant, right? Now the constant value is c given in the questions. So answer will be y is equal to 6. So any line parallel to x axis, the value will be y is equal to constant. Now the next question is that, if a line is parallel to y axis, what will be the equation? If you are getting the same questions for y axis, let's say you have the questions, right? A line parallel to y axis. What will be the equation? Let's the question is a line parallel to y axis, the value of x is 4. Means x intercept. Then what will be the equation of the line? A line parallel to y axis. Let's say the line will be like this. Okay. So line parallel to y axis is like this. This may be in the positive direction. This may be in the negative direction of x, but they have mentioned x intercept is 4. So line will be in the forward direction because this is the origin and this is the positive direction of x axis and this is the negative direction of x axis. So they have mentioned x is equal to positive 4. So line will be in the right direction of the y axis. So this is the line and this interval is x is equal to 4. Fine. So the equation of the straight line will be this. Now what will be the equation? We have to go like this. Y is equal to mx plus c. M is equal to tan theta. Now what is the value of tan theta here? So for this line, this is the theta is equal to 90 degree. Theta is equal to 90 degree, right? Now you know that for for here tan theta will be is equal to let me explain you. It will be sin theta by cos theta, right? So sin 90 by cos 90. So all of you know that sin 90 by cos 90, it will be 1 by 0, which is undefined, right? Which is undefined. So on that case, what happened that? So you can say that a line which is parallel to y axis will be only x is equal to 4. Okay, that's it. Fine. So this is about the basic of the slope. And now so mathematics questions I have explained you. Follow my sessions. I have a separate session for ICSE mathematics questions, right? There I will explain you more on this. Now next one question, what is acceleration? Acceleration means v is equal v minus u by t. So acceleration is the slope of change in velocity by change in time. So what is the general expression? Acceleration, like v2 minus v1 by t2 minus t1. Let's say an object is here, it's moved to there. So initial coordinate is like v1 t1 and this is v2 t2, right? So this is the acceleration, see rate of change of velocity. So you can get this in the graphical presentation, like how to get the accelerations. Okay, let me draw a graph over here, right? So let's say this is the velocity axis, right? And this is the time axis. Time mostly in the horizontals. So let's say I have a point here, I have a point here. So this point, let me take v1 t1. That means at time t1 the velocity was v1, right? So this point you can say like this, and let's say this point is v2 t2, right? So you can drop the perpendicular from here. So if you join this line, okay, so you have this line. Now if they ask you what is the value of acceleration from this graph, what you are going to say? You have that two known point. So acceleration will be v2 minus v1 by t2 minus t1. So with these values they have given. So the v and t value, this value will be given in your exam paper. So you get the acceleration, right? So here what actually we are doing? We are getting the slope of this straight line, right? Slope of this straight line. So slope means y value by x value. So y value is y2 minus y and x interval is x2 minus 1. So this is the generic expression of a slope. So slope m is equal to tan theta is equal to change in y by change in x, right? Okay. So that's it for today's sessions. Follow my sessions. I'll come with this kind of foundation level sessions. As you know that in ICSE exam boards, they have to focus on those who are preparing for ICSE 2027. So I have a tip from them that just focus on fundamental concept from now. So like your class 9 exam, I believe most of the students of ICSE students and CBSE class 9 exam over, right? You just for next 2 months you focus on the concept build up. And our Chatterjee Academy is there. You can have an 1 or 2 months foundation courses here. We are providing 1 or 2 months foundation course in our Chatterjee Academy, right? You can come and enroll here. You can call us, before enrolling. We have the individual mentorship program on behalf of Chatterjee Academy. All of you know that you have lots of material to study, right? But apart from studying, you have some personal doubts. Let's say like in slope, I have received lots of questions from my students about the slope before the exam, right? So for you can join Chatterjee Academy. We are here to help you one-to-one mentorship program, one-to-one dedicated teacher who will help you on the foundation part now, which is becoming very very important for your ICSE board, both for physics and mathematics, right? So you can join the Chatterjee Academy and please subscribe my channel, and you have any doubts just post in our YouTube channel. Okay, thanks for watching the session. Thank you.